Hello guys! NIO resemblance to Apple is intriguing. With ventures into tablets, smartwatches, and phones, parallels emerge. Will NIO follow Apple footsteps? NIO and Apple have some similarities, such as the rear screens in NIO latest model ET7. You may know that NIO is soon launching a tablet. They already have patents for a smartwatch, so they might launch that as well. Similarly, Apple is also doing these kinds of things. Is NIO becoming like Apple? That's a very interesting question. It's fascinating that many people use Apple ecosystem. If you look at William Lai, the CEO, he hasn't used the NIO phone himself. It's not his preference. Instead, he deeply uses Apple ecosystem. And this is true for many people, including myself. AirDrop is also an important part of my editing process. I also deeply use Apple ecosystem. So, switching to the NIO phone would be quite difficult for me. But another interesting thing is that maybe the smartwatch would be more accessible. And I think many people would want to buy it. Just like if you launch a smartwatch that works like a key for the car, you would definitely buy it. This will be a fantastic purchase. However, there is another aspect to this that you are trying to become like Apple. But do you really have the funds? You are developing your own chips, which is great. It's good for cars, but will it really benefit your company so much if you are also making smartwatches and other things like tablets, etc. And phones? We've recently seen that NIO has eliminated jobs in the smartphone department and overall as well. And they have shifted their focus entirely to whatever they do to benefit the balance sheet within a 2 to 3 year time frame. So, it should really help and should not harm the balance sheet. That's why they need to show results in the next 2 to 3 years. So, I really have to think whether they will still move forward with smartphones, smartwatches, and tablets. Because in the case of smartphones, we know at least 3 generations will be there. Does this mean there won't be a 4th generation smartphone? It's intriguing to think about the NIO phone, and I really hope they move forward with smartwatches and create a very good key that customers can buy, like you also wanted to buy the key for your car. But it's important to face losses. Yes, they are losing a lot of money, $700 million every quarter in R&D expenses as well. So this is a significant amount. And, as an investor, you might think, is it really necessary to focus on this? Wouldn't it be better to focus more on cars, make better and cheaper cars, sell more cars, basically? I think NIO logic behind this is to improve the productness of the car, to improve the competition in the car market. The whole idea of the phone was to have connective ability to make the car better, because if you have a NIO phone, you get more features with the car. So from that aspect, yes, it makes sense. But I think NIO is losing a lot of money by getting distracted by these small things. They should really launch those sub-brands and try to deliver as many cars as possible. Another thing I've noticed, I think this would be a good suggestion for NIO, is to keep the cars cool at least, so that when customers sit, it's not like a sauna. I mean, sitting there, it gets too hot. I understand they can't keep the AC on all the time. It will consume too much power. But yes, it's not a pleasant experience to sit in the car, and some customers who come there, some of them sit in the car for at least 10 seconds and then get out. I can guarantee you that this has something to do with a car getting too hot. Yes, people are really crazy. I understand NIO potential fully, and I firmly believe that in the future, we will be a $1 trillion company. $650 per share. 600. Alright? But to get there, yes, NIO will have a big ecosystem that will encompass everything from battery swaps to new lifestyles, from cars to high-tech devices like smartphones, smartwatches, tablets, etc. They're going to become China Apple. Definitely, yes. But right now, as you know, we're in a very dangerous spot. The stock price is less than $4. Investor enthusiasm sentiment is really not there. So, we really hope that they can boost those numbers and increase investor confidence. The best way to do that would be to launch the ONVO sub-brand soon. Right now, the cars, NIO cars, the screens can't be removed. That's one thing I'm disappointed in. It's not a big deal for the app, but I want the option for everyone to be able to buy the screen, like in the ES8. That car is more expensive than the ET7, but you can't choose rear screens. If you want, you can pay a lot of money, but that's not possible. So, I want them to also mitigate these kinds of mistakes. NIO was very stubborn about launching the single-motor variant and non-LiDAR variant. I'm saying, give customers what they want. They've done that with a sub-brand. So, the sub-brand will really change things if you're a NIO investor. NIO stock has hit a limit, and it might go lower, but I believe it has bottomed out. But the ONVO sub-brand will indeed help in changing things. Alright then, let's focus on that. NIO will become the future. Its name is NIO, and in Chinese, it truly sounds like the future. This is basically the future. So, still have faith in NIO future. They are spending a lot of money developing all these things that may not sell well initially, but I believe they will succeed in changing things. We are just going through a dark phase, so be patient. In the future, I think ONVO will be a killer product, right? It will be almost like an iPhone moment for Apple. So let's see how it turns out. Personally, what do you guys think about making all these smart gadgets, smartwatches, tablets, phones? Is it a waste of money, or do you think there's something good in it? Because from what I've heard, most Gen 2 NIO owners have that phone, right? They have the NIO phone, and they really like it. It has a lot of functionality. So it's a good product. So yeah, but what do you guys think? Do you think it's a waste of money? Should they just focus on cars? Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more stock predictions and market insights. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy investing, and see you in the next video.